Hello. It is day 5. I missed a couple of days. Just been going through it as usual in this spiritual journey. And I've received a lot of clarity just in the last few hours. I just took a nice shower. It was like a cleansing, full body, spiritual shower. I do like to do a bath, like a spiritual bath, but the bathtub that I have in this house, I'm living with family, it's not, I don't know, I've only done one bath, and I think it's mostly because I'm just uncomfortable being in the bath in the presence of these people. I don't know. So I do a shower and I'm just washing away all the energy that does not serve my highest good and cleansing, and I do a salt scrub. I didn't today, but I usually do that as well, and it kind of helps, scrub off any residue. And I feel pretty good, pretty fresh, pretty sleepy. A nice spiritual shower always makes me a little sleepy, so I like to take showers usually at night. Just because it makes me feel cozy and warm. And just checking in with myself and seeing how I'm feeling, because I have been releasing a lot. I don't know if anyone else resonates with that, but I've just been releasing and letting go of a lot of negative thought patterns, negative views on myself, on others, and asking for clarity and filling in with certainty, knowing that I am a spiritual being having this human experience, and I can't allow other people's perspective of me affect me, and shielding and protecting myself and calling in the archangels and guides and guardian angels to continue doing their work and guiding me and protecting me. And it's been really great. I feel lighter. I feel better. I also am doing spiritual life coaching right now, and those sessions really help me clear away stuff that you can't always sit with by yourself. Like having a coach there to help guide you through that and ask you if you want to look at that. It's things that you may try to address on your own, but sometimes it's just too hard to look at by yourself, or you're just like, oh, I'll do that later. And when you have a coach and they help you out and guide you through it, it's very useful. And that's kind of what I want to talk about today. I have been on this journey of wanting to be a spiritual life coach for neurodivergent individuals and helping people kind of release things that are being held in their body, ground themselves, meditation, decluttering their external and internal spaces to create a ripple effect in their life to positively impact all areas of their life, including their career, love, relationships in general, health, wealth, all of those things. And today, I definitely cleared away a big chunk from my root chakra, just old programming that I have received from generations and generations that isn't even really mine, that I've been carrying. And that felt really good. And there's some fear there and some worry. And I wanted to help people like me find a way to release this in a healthy way and to really look at different problems or blockages that they are experiencing. And I do feel really strongly about this. But my thing is I paid my life coach a third less than a third of what she typically charges. And that was a big amount of money for me to put that money towards that. And, it's a great thing to view it as you are putting an investment in yourself, and the person is giving you a great value. And without this coaching, you may stay in that stuck spot that you've been in for a while just because of all of the energetic stuff that's going on. I feel like my voice keeps going like I'm in puberty. So it was a big deal for me to pay her that much money to do this coaching. And I also do clairvoyant training where I pay a certain amount of money per month as a part of my classes. And that was a big deal for me to do as well. But I was guided towards it, and I knew that it was something that I needed to pursue. So I have been doing that, and I graduate next month. So I am extremely passionate about, because I just keep coming across people who have been in a similar situation as me, lost their job, or is working a lot but not financially in a good space, or living with people that isn't an ideal living situation for them, whether it be alone or with family or with roommates or a significant other. You can have a non-ideal situation even living by yourself, because sometimes just being by yourself is difficult. And in the neurodivergent community, a lot of us have a lot of things like being overstimulated or overwhelmed, and jobs can be hard. Jobs can be hard to keep. Jobs can be hard to find. It's a difficult thing. And especially when we don't know how to ground ourselves, and we're like, I'm a high masking person, so I really wasn't being myself, my full authentic self in daily life. So that was taking a toll on my spirit and my identity and who I am. I kind of lost myself, and I feel like that's something that happens to a lot of us. And we're so spiritual, neurodivergent people. I know for a fact that we picked these bodies because it's a blessing to have this type of brain, and we're just extra psychic because we have more imagination and able to visualize. So a lot of us are clairvoyant. A lot of us have, pattern recognition, and our telepathy is really high, and we're claircognizant, and just all the different clairs are very prominent. And a lot of neurodivergents can be mediums and channeling messages and all these things. So it's a very unique body to choose. And in this life, it can seem like a curse when you're in the thick of it and not really understanding why you don't fit in, or can't find people who are like you, or you're the black sheep of the family and no one understands you. You feel like no one understands you, and you just can't find a community of people. But then as you go through your spiritual journey, it turns into like a blessing, because all the experiences you've had in your life, everything you've gone through, has led you to be the person that you are. And then the awareness just makes everything clearer. And having this brain and this body is more of a superpower than an ailment. Like, I really dislike how our society considers it a disability, when really our brains are just wired differently, and we just need different accommodations in daily life. And a lot of things like the typical 9-to-5 job are just not how we function. It's just not something that is sustainable for neurodivergent people. So I feel a lot of neurodivergent people are also supposed to be entrepreneurs. So I understand from my perspective and my journey and my path that I wasn't able to afford something like coaching. Like I said, like me paying for this coaching was a huge deal. Me paying for this class was a huge deal because a lot of us have issues with money, or maybe we aren't working right now and we're unemployed and we just don't have a lot of funds, and we can't or we don't have a support system that helps us find these resources to explore our spiritual nature, and we're just seen as someone who's just really weird and we just feel weird and out of place. So I'm very passionate about creating a nonprofit, and this has been in my scope and in my horizon of thought for well over a year. I've just been refining it over the course of this time, and I'm getting some clarity on it, where I get really passionate about, like, my hardest thing about being a coach is getting people to pay for my services. And every person that I have thought would be a client is in a tight financial spot right now, like how I was. And they have these skills that align with what I am envisioning and dreaming of as a nonprofit. And I want this nonprofit to be like a network of life coaches and spiritual practitioners who get paired up with clients who need financial assistance. And some clients may be able to pay like a full fee, but some may only be able to pay half or less than half or way less than half. And some might even need like a scholarship and need to get the service for free. But to open up the possibility of them receiving coaching in a spiritual aspect, or joining a support group, or being part of a workshop that allows them to explore their spirituality in a space that is spiritual, neurodivergent, and queer. You don't have to be queer, but neurodivergent people and being queer are kind of go hand in hand, as I have found out throughout my identity journey as well. So just being like open and inclusive and offering coaching, especially, I feel like the workshops and everything, those people can find online. They can find classes, they can find, but to have like a network of life coaches or practitioners offering their services and working with people who don't have the ability to pay for, where these types of things are not normally accessible to them. So that is just something that I have been thinking about just extra for the last few hours. I've been writing out some values and core things that I want to work on, but I want to create this and build this nonprofit. And I have a lot of people coming to me right now that, like I said, I thought were possible clients, but I actually think they're partners in this, and possibly even some people that are founders. So I'm really excited, but it's also like there's so much work to be done. I have such a vision, but it's just like getting it out there. And I do still think I'll be coaching. I just think right now I needed to receive this message of, these are some of your people for the nonprofit, because I'm going to need board members and practitioners, and I'm going to have like a page with everyone listed. And then if you are looking for services, you fill out like a questionnaire. And then if you are a practitioner and are interested being posted on the website, you would fill out an application form, and we'd have an onboarding type of thing. So there's a lot that needs to happen with that. But I just kind of wanted to talk this out and put this out there as like a manifestation thing, because it's been in the works for a while, and I just finally received like clarity on exactly what this mission should look like. And I am just really hopeful for the future for people who have spiritual gifts, who are neurodivergent, who don't have these resources and feel like an outsider and just want some sense of community to have a place to be and just be and not have to worry how they're going to afford a class or how they're going to afford this life coach. And, it doesn't have to be an intensive thing, like even just having like a session a month or something can really transform someone's life. So I am just really looking forward to that and building this, and I think it's going to make a huge impact. So if you would like to like, comment, share, and subscribe, I'd be extremely grateful. And if you are interested in working with me, I am offering life coaching still, as well as energy healings and meditation sessions and all this fun stuff, all the spiritual fun and jazz, even some tarot. And my link is in the description. So check that out if you are interested in working with me. My coaching ethos is decluttering your external and internal spaces to create a ripple effect in all areas of your life and align your body, mind, and spirit, as well as, really focusing on blockages that are happening in your life right now that may be preventing you from living your highest and best potential. All right, so thank you so much for watching. If you made it to the end of this video, I would love to see a purple heart in the comments. Thank you.